Did you know that you can grow your own peppers and produce indoors? Today, I'm going to show how I set up a rack for growing microgreens and peppers. We have our grow racks inside of grow tents as this helps to control their environment better. We previously had this rack set up for mushrooms, but we need more space. First, I need to measure out my shelf heights. We like to put our shelves 10 to 11 inches apart for microgreens. These wire shelves are adjustable and need to be tapped with a rubber mallet. Once the shelf is moved off the plastic clips, you can adjust the plastic clips to your new desired height. Then put the shelf back in place and tap it down to secure it on the clips. I'm going to repeat the process for the next shelf. I had some issues with the clip on this shelf sliding and making it uneven, so I had to adjust it a little. I then use a level to make sure that my shelves are straight so that the water doesn't blow to one side more than the other. For the last shelf, I'm going to adjust it to the same height as the middle shelf, following the same process. This should leave me with a nice large space on the bottom for our peppers and DWC systems. You may notice the top shelf has a bit more space, and this will be for our taller crops like peas. Now to double check that the entire shelf is level. Our shelves are leveled, so now we need to set up our lights. I removed the one light we had for mushrooms and bring in 9 20-watt LED shop lights that we've used for years. We're going to be using 3 of the 20-watt lights per shelf for our microgreens. Now I need to do some mounting of the lights and cable connections along the way. And just like that, we've got our first set of lights installed on top. If you want a more in-depth video on how to build a microgreen rack, be sure to check out our YouTube video linked in the description. Below, you'll also find all the supplies linked. Once all the lights are mounted, I now need to put in the connections for the lights and the plug cable. For the bottom of the shelf, we are using two 54-watt grow lights, since the peppers and plants down there will need more than the 3 shop lights provide. We like to add small 120mm fans to our shelves to help move the heat away from the lights. When the lights are on, if you don't have sufficient airflow, you will get microclimates or hot spots. Remember, lights do produce heat above and below them, which is why we like fans on each shelf. If it was an open room, a single large fan would likely be sufficient. When possible, we try to keep all of our cables managed to a single side. Now it is time to clip off the extra length of zip tie. Now that all of our main shelf equipment is set up, we need to run power to the shelf. We use an extension cord that has USB slots for easy plug-in for our fans. We like to mount ours at the top of the shelf, that way it's safe from water spills. I put a timer into our extension cord so that I can plug my lights into the timer. This will allow me to have control over the lighting schedule for the plants as I set when they turn on and off. We usually set our lights for 17 hours on and 7 hours off daily. Now that the lights are all working and on timers, we need to do some basic cable management. Once everything is set up and organized, we can now move our overgrown jalapeno peppers into an area where they will have more room to grow. We love our little deep water culture systems. They are a simple and extremely effective growing method that is quiet and not messy. It uses a simple pump and air stone to constantly deliver oxygen to the water and also circulates the water with movement of the bubbles. We have grown with many methods such as nutrient flow technique, flood and drain systems, tower systems, sprayer systems, and so on, and this one is our current favorite. And now the microgreens can come back to the shelf where they will go into light in a few days. Since we're here, I'll go ahead and show making some hydroponic nutrients for our DWC system. We have really enjoyed Master Blend for a hydroponic fertilizer. The growth has always been consistent, healthy, and very fruitful. Once we've mixed our nutrient solution, we pH balance it to the 5.5-6.0 range. Our habanero DWC has so many peppers, we're going to have to give some of them away. The peppers here are our jalapeños. Since we don't have indoor pollinators like bees, I have to be the one to pollinate the flowers. I do this by using a simple little Q-tip to gently rub each flower, mixing the pollen between all the flowers to fertilize them. I'll finish this with a quick shot of our outdoor garden with tomatoes, sunflowers, peppers, basils, and more. Happy growing, and if you're looking for the supplies seen in this video, remember they are linked below.